Hey guys, it's Wednesday again. I just want to start out to say that I am the luckiest person ever to have friends as thoughtful and caring and wonderful as you. Audrey, your video yesterday made me cry rather epically all over the place, and um, I miss you. Not going to get into that again, but that was that was amazing. Meredith, to answer your question, I think I have to do kind of what Audrey did and say that instead of a book or a movie or music, I'd like to expose people to each other's cultures. I know that my whole, yay, cultures are important tangents are probably getting old, but it's true. You can't understand another person if you don't understand their culture. Um, so I think Audrey said pretty much everything possible on that. There's no way I could live up to what she produced yesterday. But if I did have to choose a book, I think I would choose most of Jane Austen's works, specifically Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. I loved both of them and have since I started them in middle school. And the film of Sense and Sensibility didn't hurt anything. um, and Audrey, to answer your question, I think that what I find important, or what I want the world to know is important for me, is you guys. I've said before that you're the most amazing people ever, and I am so lucky to have you in my life, and I'm so lucky to be able to count you as my best friends. That being said, I do have some bad news for those of you who don't know. Colin has left. My dear, dear friend Allie has taken his place on Friday. He might show up in some of the videos with me if he's ever with me on a Wednesday, but I don't know how likely that will be. In that case, I also have to alter the you have to make a video together if you're in the same city on the same day rule, because it's not fair to Audrey and Allie to constantly have to put each other in their videos. If they do see each other on their video days, that's fantastic, cool, let's try to do videos together because I love you too. But don't worry about it. So I did actually kind of have something to talk about today before Audrey went and decided to be amazing and Meredith made me laugh really hard with that dance of hers. And that's kind of a music critique, actually. I kind of love a wide variety of music, from German musicals to various steps of metal to Broadway shows to some folk kind of country-ish Arlo Guthrie is my hero type thing. So in that aspect, I thought I should say my thoughts, or give my thoughts about Poetry for the Poisoned, because I got it opening day, or the day it came out, listened to it, and I can't decide if I'm impressed or not. I I know Colin was hoping more for something along the lines of ghost opera. For those of you who don't know Camelot, this isn't going to make any sense. I'm really sorry, but go and look them up, and it'll make sense later. Um, so I know Colin wanted it to be more along the lines of ghost opera and less like the slow Season's End, that whole genre. Um, and he got his wish, but I'm not entirely sure if I like the result. Um, that's not to say that I don't like anything on the album. I really like House on a Hill, The Zodiac, and Meredith likes Hunter's song, so I'm going to mention it. Um, but I don't know, it kind of wasn't what I was expecting, and it wasn't as epic as I was expecting, and I kind of felt let down for that, but who am I to say? That being said, I think my favorite one of their albums is either Epica or The Black Halo, probably because they're based on Faust, and I kind of have an affair with Faust, but that's okay. I have to talk about last night. I'm sorry for everyone who's heard this several times already, but I went to a play last night, in the Red and Brown Water. It was absolutely phenomenal. It's part one of a trilogy that's being put on in 3 different theaters in the Bay Area. The second one apparently isn't as good, and apparently the only reprised character is this random, like the main character's more stable love interest as opposed to the one that I kind of decided I had to be mine. Um, so I don't know how I feel about that. And then the third one is really looking at homosexuality, and you all know how I feel about that. So I'm really excited to hopefully get to go see the third one at ACT in San Francisco. Going back to the whole, I absolutely adore this one guy in this play. He has I got to meet him and he was so nice. I kind of attacked him in the lobby after the show because I had to tell him that his hands were beautiful. Because that's how I am. I know I'm a freak. Um, oh well. It's been an interesting couple of days. Anyway, because of that I've gotten a lot of knitting done. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I kind of feel like a little old lady sitting in my room knitting furiously to whatever TV show I'm watching. It's really awkward when it's the tutors and it's like, yay, really explicit, I'm going to knit! It's like, what? It seems really contradictory, but it was kind of entertaining. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I think you can tell. It's been a rather long day. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. Meredith knows exactly what I'm about to say, and I'm just not going to. Okay, bye.